AI music is a big problem. Kind of. There are people currently mass releasing AI songs to streaming platforms under fake artists to make passive income. That is not only a problem for real artists, but also a problem for the streaming services. Right now in February 2024, it literally takes less than 5 minutes to generate a good sounding instrumental track using AI. And anyone can do it too. You just have to go into Google, type in AI music generator, look at one of the top options here, which I already did to look into it before filming this. Try it for free. I'll put a timer on the screen here so you can see how quick this is of a process. Let's say I want a 2-minute length in song. Let's keep it at slow because I want a slow R&B track. I just click it and it's already generating. You can see in the top left, creating music. And in a couple seconds, we have a bunch of generated R&B tracks that we can just play and then tweak around with really quick, download them and use them to upload on streaming services to make passive income under fake artists that we also generate using AI for cover arts and artist profiles. I'll play you a couple of these really quick just so you can see how good it already sounds and how quick they generated them. So here's the first one. Really smooth, honestly. It sounds like a type beat you could find on YouTube right now. Look up like R&B type beat and you could probably find something that sounds like this. And you can even tweak it. Like I said, you just press a couple stuff here. I'm not gonna go into the whole process right now, but tweak the melody, the backing, the bass, the drums, however you want it. But most people that are doing this to make passive income will just generate these, download them, and put them on streaming platforms. So this one was under smooth, laid back, romantic. Let's go to something that's like, let's say this one, dark, laid back, smooth, see how different it is. Okay, that drop was pretty bad, but leading up to it, it was really good. Something I was vibing to, something I would listen to if there was a good vocalist on it, honestly. So generating instrumentals using AI sounds really good already, like I just showed you. Custom vocals that don't violate the rights of popular artists don't sound that good yet, in my opinion though. But with how fast AI video generation has improved in a year, full AI songs with vocals will definitely sound good and realistic within the next 1 to 3 years. The problem this is causing for artists already is that streaming services like Spotify are pushing all of these AI songs to its users over the real songs. Spotify's algorithm rewards artists that release consistently. And if it's noticing an artist in the system that's releasing songs every day, my guess is the algorithm would push them more than real artists who are still realistically consistent. Most serious artists also use a marketing strategy for new releases where they boost their streams through advertising enough that Spotify's algorithm will pick it up and start pushing it to its users organically. With so many AI songs now in the mix though that are also being advertised to be picked up by Spotify's algorithm, the amount a real artist will need to spend to get picked up by it will probably keep going up, eventually pricing out upcoming artists from even being able to use the strategy. Real artists already have a lot of expenses needed to even finish a song too, so they don't have as big of an advertising budget as people mass releasing AI songs do in the first place, which then gives the AI releasers an even better upper hand to manipulate the system in their favor. This has actually been happening for months. I've just been seeing it online more recently. Here's something that was posted in R Music 6 months ago by someone asking, is AI releasing recycled music on Spotify? See links, and then he just put a bunch of links to like generated artists that looks like it. Then some of the comments validate that it is AI. Someone saying the fact the songs are all 1 minute long is pretty suspicious because you would release shorter songs to get more streams and then make more passive income off your fake generated songs. To prove even further that this was probably AI, someone commented, out of the list of songs, they found one on YouTube that was provided by World Music Office France. They Googled up that name, and the second result from Google was an article from Digital Music News saying, is AI spamming streaming services? One song appears over 50 times on Spotify and elsewhere. Here's another post from 6 months ago, actually in our passive income, with someone asking, can you really make money with AI generated music? Someone in the comments was telling me that I could easily make money with AI generated beats from sites like these, like the ones I showed you. the guy said he was making over $300 a day off just generated lo-fi beats. So that just goes to show you there are definitely people doing it already. They've probably been looking into it and starting to do it for the past 6 months to a year. Someone else commented, storytelling and connection with the artist are about to become a lot more important. For artists, that is. I'm actually going to go into that more in depth near the end of this video in a bit. This person actually also said there's probably a significant part of the market that would actually prefer AI generated beats. I'm gonna get into that near the end of the video as well. Real quick, this was actually posted in our Techno 10 months ago. Someone saying my Spotify Techno recommendations are being flooded with AI crap and I'm depressed about it. They say that pretty much the same thing. All the songs are 1 minute in length from artists that have no online presence or prior musical history. Then lastly, here's one more post in our chip tunes from 6 months ago. Again, Spotify is being flooded with fake artists and AI. This is especially bad in the chip tune side of the platform. And they pretty much go on to say the same thing. They were listening to a chiptune song, Spotify started recommending the music, changed to a song they didn't know and didn't like, then it changed it to another song that sounded the same as that one, but it happened again and again. They also looked into the artist profile, saw that there was a lot of these artists that seemed to be the same person and had album art that seemed to be generated, songs that are around 1 minute long, and yeah, pretty much the same stuff that I showed you in the other posts. Now, the reason why this will become a problem for the streaming services is that with all of these AI songs being released every single day on top of the real ones, the costs of their servers are probably gonna get so high that they won't even be making enough money anymore to afford it. Here's an article from November 1st, 2022 by Tim Ingham for Music Business Worldwide, pretty much going into that, saying why ingesting 100,000 tracks a day may not prove sustainable for Spotify's business in the long term. Then he actually goes into how to find out how much money Spotify has been paying for its servers year after year. And then he goes into it here in depth. We'll just go to the bottom and look at the total for 2022, which is the last time that this was updated. Here it says year to date in 2022, Spotify must have already spent over 130 million on this specific cost line, which is the cost to maintain their servers for all of the new songs that get released every day on top of all of the ones that have already been released. When it was last researched in the year 2022, it looks like just in that one calendar year, they spent 42 million to maintain the server costs. And then if you go back through the article, it looks like year by year, it usually increases by like 10 to 15 million that they keep spending on their servers. And this is before the influx of AI music started hitting their servers. Spotify has already said they will not ban AI music, which you can see in an article from BBC that was made in September 2023, so about 6 months ago now. Soon they're gonna have to walk back that statement though if they want to remain profitable and keep their users and real artists that are releasing to their platforms happy. I think at the very least, all songs that are released on streaming platforms should have to be disclosed whether they were made by AI or made by a real person, as I'm sure most people would choose not to listen to a song if they knew AI was behind it instead of a real person. An even better thing would be if they added an option for users to opt in to whether they want to be recommended AI music or not. That way it wouldn't get automatically pushed to everybody and it would still give upcoming artists a chance to get picked up by their algorithm. Like I was saying, from my own perspective and the main discourse I've seen online, it seems like most people would prefer to listen to a real person's music over AI. I usually start liking a song by connecting with it and knowing there's someone real who wrote those lyrics and composed that instrumental that I'm connecting to, which gives me a sense that I'm not alone and someone else feels the same things that I do. AI music does not have this element, which is why I believe real artists will not lose their careers to it, at least for a very long time. However, for music producers, film composers, jingle writers, and pretty much every other form of music or media that doesn't revolve around a person for people to connect with to be successful, dark times are coming. To end this off, we're gonna get into why the rise of AI in the music industry is kind of not a big problem, at least for some people or groups, whether it's morally right or not. With AI growing so rapidly overall, upcoming artists and labels will be able to save a bunch of money by not buying individual beats anymore, not paying hundreds of dollars for mixing and mastering services, not paying for individual cover arts, and at some point not even paying for photo or video shoots. This would definitely help upcoming artists a lot by being able to not put all of that saved money into their advertising budget and grow a fan base much faster to start making a living. You can all debate whether it's right or wrong, but it will be a good way to cut costs invest and put that money into other places that can help increase the chances of success. Unless it becomes illegal to do so, there will definitely be people who use AI in these ways for the monetary benefits. I don't think big artists would move away from working with real people in all of those aspects for a long time though. As they already make so much money, it probably wouldn't be worth it to them to lose the human connection. Hopefully regulations are put in place so everyone doesn't lose their jobs. But with the way AI has been progressing, even over just the last year as we've all seen, if there aren't any put in place, more and more companies and individuals will not keep paying real people hundreds and thousands of dollars for creative work when they can just pay a small monthly subscription fee to generate everything they need within minutes. AI in the music and entertainment industry is going to make a lot of things cheaper and easier to do, but it'll also cause problems for everyone because of the mass amounts of music and media that will constantly be released. Sooner than later, something is going to have to be done to make sure all of us real people don't lose the ability to make money from our passions, as being able to survive doing something we love is one of the most important goals in life.